In this video, we're going to look at some techniques for beating creative block. We'll begin with quite a basic idea, and then we'll expand on that idea and turn it into the basis for a new project. We'll be using arpeggiator and chord generator MIDI effects to spark some melodic inspiration. For the purpose of this walkthrough, we'll be using Cthulhu by Extra Records. However, you'll be able to achieve similar results using your DAW's native MIDI plugins. We have a drum beat loaded on our first audio channel here, and we have an instance of Massive in its default state, and we've programmed a very basic MIDI pattern in the key of F minor. We need to load Cthulhu onto a separate channel here and load it as a VST rather than AU instrument. This means that we can record the MIDI data that outputs from Cthulhu onto our instrument channel for further editing. We move our MIDI region from our instance of Massive to Cthulhu here. Make sure we turn the audio output from Cthulhu off and direct it to our instance of Massive. Change the MIDI input here on our instance of Massive to Cthulhu, and also the output. Make sure the monitor is set to in. We're not going to use the chords for our bass patch. We're just going to arpeggiate that bass riff at the speed of 1/16. We could do some more stuff on Cthulhu, but this rhythm is going to work well with the bass, keeping things simple, and will complement what we plan to add on top. We're going to load a more interesting patch onto our instance of Massive here. I have the SM101 Massive 80 sounds loaded in here, as these are going to fit the vibe that I'm after. Something like a deep Moog sound is going to work well. I might just tweak the envelope though to create a slightly deeper sound. And now we can simply record the MIDI data being created by Cthulhu straight onto our audio instrument channel here. Arm our track for recording, and then simply hit record. So you can see our MIDI data is being recorded onto our instrument channel. Change our channel to auto now, and we have our MIDI data in there. Now we can duplicate this instance of Massive, and we'll create a more interesting polyphonic sound to complement that bass. Select our new instance of Massive to receive input MIDI data. And let's load a polyphonic sound on here. From the keys section of this library of presets here. Go back to our instance of Cthulhu and let's activate the chord generator now. Turn off the ARP. And go to our chord presets here, and from the icon diatonic section, select F minor. Now we can go ahead and record our chords that are being generated by Cthulhu onto our instrument channel, arm it for recording, select record. Listening back to that MIDI riff playing there, some of the notes sounded slightly off, and this is the beauty of being able to record the MIDI data, is that we can now go in and edit. The first chord that plays back here will probably sound better with these notes moving from E to F. Now to add a third sound and explore some of the creative potential with Cthulhu's arpeggiator. I'm going to create another instance of Massive here and also use a different MIDI region to trigger this instance. So I'm going to move my MIDI region away from Cthulhu and create a chord that follows the first chord in our sequence, which is F, F, an octave higher, G, and C. This time I'm going to select one of the lead presets for this new instance of Massive. Go to our instance of Cthulhu. I'll turn the chord off and activate the arpeggiator. I'm going to change the length to 8 steps here. The moment everything is arpeggiating upwards, we could change this, reverse the direction, or go up and down, or down and up, or change the order for each individual step. We start clicking in the bottom half of this section here. We change what note of the sequence is played for each step. Simply sketching around in this section, you can generate some quite interesting melodic patterns. We could also go and look at the octave section here, and we can change the octave setting for each note either down or up. And again, sketching around, you can start to generate some quite interesting melodies. We could go further and edit the pitch or even velocity scaling or gate and turn off notes. For some more interesting rhythmic arrangements, or even explore some of the presets that Cthulhu has to offer. Keeping the rhythm as it is going to work quite well here and should complement the bass and chord sounds quite nicely. Especially when we start to automate this filter cutoff. Using the power of Cthulhu and its MIDI effects, we've quite quickly transformed quite a basic MIDI pattern into a much more complex arrangement and formed the basis of a new idea. That's all for now. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching.